In today's show, Bitcoin billionaire Chamath P says financial chaos will drive the Bitcoin price to new heights. That's right. The venture capitalist and Bitcoin billionaire says Bitcoin will drive financial accessibility to billions of people if the global financial system crumbles. He shared this in a recent interview on Squawk. The most dominant factor that I see is the combo of Treasury and the Fed, says Chamath. They have printed so much money that the likelihood is we're going to continue to see asset price inflation independent of who is in the White House. I'll be breaking down all the details for you here in today's show. And if you're not familiar with Chamath, he says Bitcoin could go to $1 million and that everybody should own some. That's right. He goes on to share, in 2013, I bought a lot. And at one point, I think I had almost 5% of all the Bitcoins. My basis is about $80 a coin. I've never bought more. He's referring to his 1 million Bitcoin purchase. And by the time Bitcoin hits his prediction of $1 million per Bitcoin, he's going to be a trillionaire. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, Bitcoin forms a rare bullish crossover not seen since 2014. And here's why analysts are preparing for a big move. Check this out. Crypto analyst Eric Thies is highlighting a trend indicator known as the KDJ, which made a bullish cross on the 6-month time frame for the first time since 2014. Checking out this tweet. 6-month KDJ cross bullish when it closed in July, confirming an unmistakably bullish 6-month hammer at the same time. Last time the KDJ cross bull was 2014 with a $200 Bitcoin low, last cross bear at a $17,000 high. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, top crypto trader explains how he turned a handful of Bitcoin into $100,000 with 4,000% returns in just 3 weeks. That's right. The pseudonymous trader, known for transparently posting his trades on Twitter, is sharing his secrets on how he quickly turned a small amount of Bitcoin into 6 figures. That's right. If you want to become a better trader, this episode is for you. Salsa Tequila publicly made 4,000% in 3 weeks. One of the most transparent traders on crypto Twitter, despite being a cartoon pepper. I'll be breaking down all the highlights for you here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. You can see the king of all crypto, Ethereum, XRP, and Chainlink, all in the red, as most of the major altcoins are. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below this video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Billionaire Chamath P says financial chaos would drive the Bitcoin price to new heights. That's right. Venture capitalist and billionaire Chamath P says Bitcoin will drive financial accessibility to billions of people if the global financial system crumbles. The Social Capital CEO and former Facebook exec is one of the largest known Bitcoin holders. That's right. He holds 1 million Bitcoin. And in a new interview on CNBC's Squawk, Chamath explains what he believes it will take for the Bitcoin price and adoption to reach meteoric heights. He goes on to share the last few million coins of Bitcoin are obviously going to cost more energy than the first 18 million, but in the grand scheme of things, again, this is something in Bitcoin parlance people say, Hodl. You buy it, you hold it, you put it away. Chamath adds that this is a situation no one should want to happen. He goes on to share, and honestly, I think you hope that you never need it because the amount of actual chaos that will drive the Bitcoin appreciation is not something you actually really want to see. And on the other hand, Chamath remains optimistic about the changes Bitcoin could make on a financial infrastructure. He shares, now that being said, if it does happen, I think it'll create an enormous power redistribution and it will push power. It will push financial accessibility to the edges, to billions and billions of people, and in that, there's something to really be proud and excited about. Chamath also says that inflation will continue regardless of who wins the election in November. That's right. He goes on the record to share, the most dominant factor that I see is the combination of Treasury and the Federal Reserve, says Chamath. They have printed so much money that the likelihood is we're going to continue to see asset price inflation independent of who is in the White House. And I agree with Chamath P. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now, if you're not familiar familiar with his bullish price prediction, he has gone on the record to share several times that Bitcoin could go to $1 million and that everybody should own some. He goes on to share, in 2013, I bought a lot, and at one point, I think I had almost 5% of all the Bitcoins. My basis is about $80 a coin. I've never bought more. Not too shabby to get involved in Bitcoin back when it was only $80. All right, now let's do the math. At $80 per Bitcoin to purchase 1 million, that's an $80 million investment. And with Bitcoin now trading above $10,000, he flipped that to a $10 billion ROI. Not too shabby. And like I mentioned, once his prediction comes true and Bitcoin realistically hits $1 million, he's going to be a trillionaire. You feel me? Not just any trillionaire, but a Bitcoin trillionaire. He shares, most of my Bitcoin now sits with a company and they use it for trading purposes. I believe this is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They use it to run a bunch of other strategies. He added, I did that mostly for safety and security and peace of mind. I don't want to deal with it. I wanted to own equity in the business. That equity can be hedged. That equity can be tax structured advantageously, and it also allows them to run a big business which generates cash, and I can get cash and a dividend stream. He proceeded to confirm, so I have not bought since I initially basically wrote that article for Bloomberg in 2013. So talk about hodling. He's not touching his Bitcoin until it reaches $1 million, and by that time, he will become a Bitcoin trillionaire. Pretty slick. He also shared his prediction of how he thinks the price of Bitcoin could be over the next 10 years. It's a 10-year trajectory, he began. I've always thought of Bitcoin as a very binary investment, whether it goes from $80 to $8,000 to $6,000 to $3,000 to $13,000, it doesn't matter. Noting that Bitcoin's price will be either zero or millions, Chamath P asserted. What it will do is create a quasi-gold standard. It'll create an index, except instead of having to own gold, where gold is owned by central banks, it's an instrument that has value that's determined in between its participants and its own by everybody. He's also gone on the record to share, everybody should probably have 1% of their assets in Bitcoin specifically. I still believe that today, and I think Bitcoin is just a fantastic hedge. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. The Virgin Galactic chairman suggested going into Bitcoin quietly and letting the investment accumulate. He concluded, then you just never look at it again and hope that the insurance under the mattress has never come due, adding, but if it does, it will protect you because that thing will be hundreds of thousands or $1 million per coin. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Chamath P's bullish Bitcoin price predictions. And before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin forms a rare bullish crossover not seen since 2014. Here's why analysts are preparing for a big move. Before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin barely in the red, down 0.03%, trading just below 10,600. We have Ethereum down 0.3%, trading at $339. XRP down 0.24%, trading at 24.5 cents. Chainlink down 0.5%, trading at $8.75. So as you can see, most of the crypto market is currently bearish. Just a few altcoins in the green, barely, like Litecoin up 0.2%, trading at $46. We got Satoshi Vision up 2%, and Bitcoin Cash up 4%. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Bitcoin, the #1 crypto just flashed a bullish signal that has not been seen in 6 years. Crypto analyst Eric Thies is highlighting a trend indicator known as the KDJ, which has made a bullish cross on the 6-month time frame for the first time since 2014. Checking out his tweet right here. Bitcoin USD notes on this crazy high TF, but I'll gladly give hopium when I see it. 6-month KDJ cross bullish when it closed in July, confirming an unmistakably bullish 6-month hammer at the same time. Last time KDJ crossed bull was 2014 with a $200 Bitcoin low, and the last cross bear at a $17,000 high, and he included this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video. The most recent KDJ cross suggests that Bitcoin's trend is in a long-term perspective, which is shifting from bearish to bullish. So there we go. Let's go BTC. Although Bitcoin may look bullish in the long-term time frame, traders remain unsure of its fate in the short term. The pseudonymous crypto strategist and trader Smart Contractor tells his 64,000 followers that Bitcoin is about to make a move as the King Crypto approaches the apex of the triangle. Let's check out his tweet here on crypto Twitter. Trump tweet storms messed up everything again. No stimulus until after the elections. Bitcoin looking average again and likely in some kind of triangle here. Not sure which way it breaks, but I'll be watching the break and retest the trade whatever way that may be. And he included this graph. It doesn't tell us much. We just know there is going to be a breakout? Is it going to be to the upside or to the downside? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Smart Contractor is not the only trader who sees that Bitcoin is about to make a major decision soon. The widely followed crypto strategist Josh Rager tells his crew of 88,000 that the #1 crypto looks primed to end its consolidation within the week. Checking out his tweet right here. Volatility building up. Compression continues for Bitcoin with a potential break coming this week. If Bitcoin can't break the above zone, above 10,900 to 11,150 on the next impulsive move, then Bitcoin likely continues to the downside, sub $10,000 in my opinion. I also remind you, we still have a CME futures gap open at about that $9,600 to $9,700 level. So do you feel the Bitcoin price will break down or to the upside? Drop me a comment right down below. While other traders wait for more clarity, trader Income Sharks is already predicting that Bitcoin will stage a bull trap before plunging all the way down to 9,500. Checking out his tweet right here. Bitcoin buying plan still in USD, but will finally set up my buys, expecting a further chop until a fake breakout and drop. Lows of 9,500 to 96, staggering bids at those dotted blue lines, as we can see right here. And yeah, if Bitcoin does break below 10,000, BTFD all day. Take advantage of these dips. Meanwhile, the closely followed analyst Credible Crypto is still bullish on Bitcoin as long as it holds immediate support at 10,400. Checking out Credible Crypto's tweet. Bera try to make numbers go down, but numbers go up. Bitcoin, and he also concluded here, 10,004 to 10,500 continues to hold, number go up. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day, top crypto trader explains how he turned a handful of Bitcoin into $100,000 with 4,000% returns in just 3 weeks. But first, let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 334 billion with 104 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the Bitcoin dominance is currently 58.7%. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Ren up 17%, trading at 25 cents. The Midas Touch Gold up 12%, trading at 2 cents. Puma Pay up 10%, trading at 0.0003. Loop Ring up 10%, trading at 17.5 cents. We have Balancer up 8%, trading at $14.49. And Elron up 7%, trading at $7.35. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100, we have Yearn Finance down 11%, now trading under 13,000. This is wild considering a couple of weeks ago it hit an all-time high of $44,000, but now it's been extremely bearish. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish on YFI. It's been interesting to watch. I want to know which coin is going to reach 6 digits first. Will it be Bitcoin or YFI? What do you think? Also below that, we have Kusama down 5%, trading at 24 bucks. OMG Network down 5%, trading at $3. Hedge Trade down 4%, trading at 90 cents. And Aragon down 3%, trading at $3.23. Now, out of this list of the biggest losers and gainers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on right now? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are back in control, but barely, leading with about 8 million in superiority, with shorts barely leading 50.6% versus 49.3% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 46 in fear. Yesterday was a 43 in fear. Last week a 45 in fear. And last month a 41 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day and we discuss 4,000% returns in just 3 weeks, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 550 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video, or if you're listening or tuning in on a different platform outside YouTube, to visit the direct YouTube link. Visit cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes, just by clicking this link. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? A pseudonymous trader known for transparently posting his trades on Twitter is sharing his secrets on how he quickly turned a small amount of Bitcoin into $100,000 in an episode of Market Meditations podcast hosted by crypto trader Korash AK. Salsa Tequila highlights how the power of compounding gains allowed him to become one of the leading traders in the Bybit trading competition. He goes on to share, the biggest point is that those competitions are not necessarily your typical trading journey. Oftentimes, you have to take big risks relative to a small account. You have to play your cards right, start with the minimum amount that they allow you to start with, and try to build something that will compound into a huge ROI percentage. If you start with 0.1 Bitcoin, then you can scale that size pretty quickly if you get a nice win streak. The crypto strategist also explains the role that risk played throughout his journey en route to growing 0.19 Bitcoin into 8 Bitcoin in just 3 weeks. Not too shabby. If you like that ROI of turning 0.19 BTC into 8 Bitcoin in just 3 weeks, let me know in the comments below. He goes on to share, you have to start taking big risks from the start because the winners, as we've seen, will have 4,000% ROI. So if you're trading your typical 2% account risk per trade, you're not going to make it into the leaderboard. No chance. Basically, you have to take huge risks. He's right, no risk, no reward. In Salsa Tequila's eyes, winning Bybit's trading competition required more than just financial risk. He goes on to share, the big opportunity cost was mostly time. If I went bust, I would have spent a lot of time trying to grind my balance up, maybe lost 0.1 Bitcoin, which is not that much, or 0.2 if I redeposited, but overall, it was not a big money risk. It was mostly a time investment risk. At the end though, when I was very close to being the first, that's where the money risk actually came in. So there you have it. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Billionaire Chamath P says financial chaos would drive the Bitcoin price to new heights. He shared this on Squawk Box as I covered. I'll include all the resources in the show notes below the video in the description. Also, I shared his bullish price prediction where he shares that Bitcoin could go to 1 million and that everybody should own some, including you watching this right now. Also in today's episode, Bitcoin forms a rare bullish crossover we haven't seen since 2014, and I discuss why analysts are preparing for a big move. As I shared with you from Eric Thies, the 6-month KDJ is looking extremely bullish. Also shared with you how a top crypto trader turned 0.19 Bitcoin into 8 Bitcoin in just a matter of 3 weeks, which is a 4,000% return on investment. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick, before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then be sure to smash that link right below this video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.